and clearly there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary, I think that Thomas Joly really tried to really intend to celebrate community tolerance. That was his word yesterday. And looking at the result of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are, of course, really, really sorry.
Yeah, simply put, just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yoda, go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. Today, I want to talk about the opening ceremony of the Olympics. As we know, Olympic Games is a competition that goes on every 4 years. Athletes from around the world, they look forward to competing, and it is a big deal. It's a big spectacle. It's a big revenue generating thing. Cities around the world, they bid to host, and this year it's being hosted in Paris, France. And, a lot of people been looking forward to the Olympics, athletes and visitors and all kind of people. But this year, in the opening ceremony, it was a very controversial piece that went on, a performance that went on. And basically, the people, for the Olympic Committee, they decided to, open the events up with some trans LGBTQ people, and they were doing a performance. And basically, they were trying to depict a Christian scene, Leonardo da Vinci's, Last Supper. He did a painting depicting the Last Supper, of Jesus and the 12 disciples. So what these people decided to do, they decided to, get some trans men and recreate that scene and, do a live performance. And my thing is, and I will say it was insulting. It was insulting to see. It was kind of a cringe thing, kind of to see. And it really had nothing to do with sports. It had nothing to do with, the Olympics and the idea of athletic competition. It had nothing to do with that.
Right word. I'm not a Christian myself, but watching the lampooning of Christianity, which should be allowed to be done, I have no qualms with that. But if you're going to do it, at least be equal opportunity about your lampooning of religion. But as Kel points out, they wouldn't do that with Islam, which kind of makes it a moot point about, I'm taking on religion here. No, you're not. You're just going for an easy target.
I completely agree with you. And I think that no religion or ideology should be above mockery or satire.
Correct.
It's the inconsistency with which that seems to be applied, because have some courage. Try it with Islam. What would happen? You'd have a fatwa slapped on your head faster than Ariana Titmus can swim the 400-meter freestyle. It won't happen. But is this the right place for the mockery and satire of religion to happen when you have so many athletes coming from around the world? It's supposed to be a celebration of all these different nations, all these people with differences coming together. Why offend such a huge population of the Olympic Village, the athletes themselves and the people at home watching? For what purpose?
And, like I said, cities around the world bid for this, and because they know the entire world is gonna be watching it. A lot of sponsorships and a lot of people put a lot of money into this stuff, and time and effort. And my thing is, whoever, and I did read an article of the person that kind of produced the show, the person that kind of came up with the idea. They said they wasn't trying to insult Christianity. They wasn't trying to insult, a specific group, but they knew what they were doing. But my issue is, even at that, the person that came up with the idea, they had to get the okay. They had to be sitting in the room, and they had to someone comes up and says, okay, I want to get a group of trans men. We're talking about the Olympics open ceremony. Let's get a group of trans men and LGBTQ people, and let's just put them out here and let's depict this scene of the Last Supper. And it had to go through channels, and at the end of the day, it got approved. But it went through all the channels, and it got okayed. That shows what kind of world we live in.
It was a ceremony like no other, and those are games like no other. I think that our hosts, it's easy for me to say, and we should all be grateful and thankful, they have put together a vision for these games, which is unprecedented. It's an incredible vision for the games. We're trying to showcase that in the best possible way.
Something it does have nothing to do with athletics. And the whole point is it wanted to push an agenda, push a narrative of trans people and LGBTQ rights. That's really what it was. You were trying to push the envelope of this stuff. And it's funny that a lot of times, you know, this community wants to push their narrative. They want to always, you know, push the envelope and have room to disrespect other people, but they always talk about respect and wanting someone to respect their wishes and respect how they feel and their sexuality. They want people to respect them, but you should have respect for people. But on your side, you feel like there's nothing wrong with you disrespecting a group of people, a group of people for their religious beliefs. And that's kind of the issue that people have. Nobody has a problem with your sexual orientation. Nobody has a problem with you doing what you want to do. You have the right. But we have the right. Christians have a right. Everybody has their rights. But it's so often that they want to push a narrative and they want to be equal, and they want to, you know, they want everybody to placate to them, but they have no problem with disrespecting, and especially Christianity.
Now, what sort of message, when you actually got people, you know, drag queens dressing up as Jesus and his disciples or whatever, like that is going to make every single Christian in the world think, holy crap, they really are out to get us. Yeah. They really do want to tear down what we believe in. It's not just a matter of, you know, a nice little kid called Johnny who's gay, wants to come to school and go to mass or whatever it is. And so it actually hurts the cause far, far more. And doesn't help it at all. All it does is just blow up, get people's backs off, piss them off, and make them think, you know what, they're right. They really are out to get us.
And the issue is the person that decided to do this, they had to go through channels, and it went through. It went through all the channels, and I'm pretty sure they practiced it, and people saw that it was seen as a disrespect to Christians. And that's just what kind of world we live in. It's wrong and it's disrespectful. It make you not even want to watch the Olympics because they let this stuff slide. They let it go by. And they trying to push a narrative and it has nothing to do with sports. It had nothing to do with sports. It had the whole purpose is they knew the entire world would be watching, and they wanted to push this agenda like it's okay. And it's not right. It's just not right. It's not right at all. Anyway, just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yo, go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave in the comments in the comment section below. Your comments would be greatly appreciated. And like I always say, love you guys millions, and I'll talk to you later. Club.